Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Shake it, guys. Don't break it. Well, you can break it. But
all right, here we go. Welcome to Friday. Morning Crankers. It's 9:03 a.m.
9:03.
Yeah.
In the Central.
What time did you get up?
I got up at 7:10 this morning.
Did you really?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's early for you.
That is early for me.
Yeah. Were you ever one of those guys that could just wake up at 5 o'clock and you're like, all right, my day's started?
I used to be when I worked day shift. Yep.
Yeah. Not anymore?
Not anymore. I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
4:30?
Yes. When I worked at Amazon back in Cincinnati area.
But you're not supposed to get up that early. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to some people from up north, and I was like, hey, they were giving me crap about moving south. And
right.
I was like, you know what? Even birds are smart enough to fly south.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We know it's warm.
Yeah, well, warmer. Yeah, I know we got a bunch of crap from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But, it was 0 degrees, -3. Remember?
Why I paused and didn't say nothing for a minute.
Right, well, it was -3, and you're like, hey, -3 is close to -8. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, well,
And it was.
Well, since then, I wonder if people realize we've had a lot of days in the 60s.
Yeah.
In some parts of this wonderful land, we've even had days that were in 70. I can't say 70s, but I can say 7D, right?
Right. Well, we're only going to get up to 48 today, but hey, I'll take that over what we had.
48 today, 60 tomorrow.
A weekend. Yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah, well, Oh, man, I'll tell you, it is wonderful to be alive. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Man, we sure do appreciate you guys being on here. We do.
Thanks for your support, too.
Oh, absolutely. So let's get this party started. Welcome.
Welcome, Mr. Hanson.
Yes. Bird saying 70 yesterday. Okay, thank you. He's from this neck of the woods.
He is.
Yeah. Bird gave me one of the best presents I've ever gotten. Do you know what it was?
I don't know. What is it?
He brought me some fish.
Mm.
And you know how I like fried fish?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, there's some things about the South that aren't good, and I'm going to tell you one of them.
Yeah.
People down here, they don't know what good fish is.
Right.
Okay. Up in our land, up in the Nordic land, the majestic Nordic land of the North. Yeah, we have Friday fish.
Right.
Okay. People down here, they're like, Friday what? Friday fish,
Yeah.
beer battered goodness. And while you're beer battering your fish, you might as well beer batter some French fries, dump a crap ton of ranch dressing, and go to town.
Yeah. Now, that's what they did back in Ohio, too. Like, we'd have fish Fridays like that. Fish fry Friday. It's like your local Catholic churches would throw that.
Well, today, it is a slow day in the news.
Very
it is
slow.
really slow, like dangerous.
Danger.
Yes, it's dangerously slow.
I noticed the headlines just this week, just like
crap,
garbage. But
well, you know what? Here's the thing.
Monday, Tuesday wasn't so bad.
If you remember last year, they had every day there was 15 stories about the bad orange man.
Yes, I know.
Well, they don't have that anymore. So now they don't have any stories to talk about.
Stories about the brain dead man. Oh,
speaking of brain dead,
right?
The CDC is now talking about zombies.
Ooh,
and the zombie apocalypse because Nostradamus and blah blah blah. Yeah. Well,
right.
Hey, listen to this. Well, no, you know what? It's Friday, and if there was a zombie apocalypse, what would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, what would you do?
Shoot first, ask questions later.
What, are you good enough to hit him in the head?
Yeah.
Because remember, zombies don't die unless you hit them in the head.
Yeah. Headshots.
So what would be your plan?
It'd be like Call of Duty out there.
Okay, so my plan is this. I'd follow Chuck Norris.
Ooh,
Right?
Chucky.
Wouldn't you? I mean, Chuck Norris is the baddest man on the planet.
Badassery.
He is. So would you follow him?
Oh, well, most certainly. He would be a great leader.
Yeah, that's what he'd be doing. He'd be whipping those zombies around, right?
Yeah.
Would you follow everything he did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, all right. Give me a Chuck Norris joke. Throw one at me.
A Chuck Norris joke?
Do you know any?
I don't know right off the bat. I can't remember. It's been so long.
Okay, all right. Let's do this. Chuck Norris joke number 1.
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Chuck Norris is so tough, he can slam a revolving door.
Ooh.
Well, he is pretty damn tough. Chuck Norris, he's a giving man. And once upon a time, Chuck Norris gave a group of kids some watches. That group of kids is now called the Power Rangers. Yeah, well, Chuck Norris actually died 20 years ago, but death's afraid to tell him.
Oh.
The best, I think this is the best one I've ever heard. If you guys have awesome Chuck Norris jokes, throw them in the comment area. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday.
I got a question then. Who's older, Chuck Norris or Georgia Soros?
Chuck Norris doesn't age.
I think George Soros doesn't either, but he just stays a slot.
I think that George Soros is
a 1,000-year-old
piece of
vampire
gum on the bottom of Chuck Norris's.
He could be a
elbow
1,000-year-old zombie himself.
Oh, he could be, but I doubt it. They finally figured out that NASA did this study, this big study, right?
Yeah.
And, they're flying around to all the planets and stuff, and they're trying to figure out what happened on Mars. And so in their report, it comes out that Chuck Norris visited there, and that's why there's no signs of life.
Because he kicked your anus.
But, the thing is Chuck Norris could do a lot more for us than just win a zombie apocalypse. Did you know that Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer?
Really?
Yeah, it's just too bad he never cries. Chuck Norris is the only human being that doesn't wear a watch, and he can still decide what time it is.
That's right. That's awesome.
There's some bad ones on here, like, there really is no list of creatures that are extinct. There's only a list of creatures that Chuck Norris allows to live.
Ooh.
Did you know that?
Did not know that.
I think my absolute favorite is, there's two of them. Chuck Norris doesn't read. He just looks at the book and extracts the information.
He just chops his way through it.
Right, but I think the number one Chuck Norris joke of all time, number one. Chuck Norris is so tough, he got his daughter's virginity back.
Ooh.
Can you beat it? I'm waiting for people to start throwing them up in there. I think they're still laughing at the Power Rangers one, but
right.
Hey, those kids are lucky that he gave them those watches.
That's right.
Right? Welcome to Morning Crankers, everyone. It is 9:11 a.m. This 5th day of March. And the CDC, they came out and they're giving us a warning, a stern warning.
The Centers of Devil's Control.
Yeah. Zombie apocalypse. CDC is offering tips to prepare just in case a prediction comes true. No, this is real. This isn't spoof. This isn't funny. Listen to this. As if the past year hasn't been brutal enough. Famed 16th century Nostradamus predicted year 2021 will be the year of the zombie apocalypse. But no worries, the CDC has got you covered. It sounds crazy, but just in this case, the CDC has updated its website's zombie preparedness section. Did you know they had that?
Did not know that.
Okay, listen. All right, I'm going to stop this for a second. Dwayne just came out with one, okay?
Okay.
Chuck Norris is so old, God looked over the 8th day and asked, how the hell did I do, Chuck? That's awesome.
It is. Good
So
stuff.
it goes on. It says that the CDC put this zombie preparedness section and launched it in 2011. So it's 10 years old. It's a decade old.
Right.
And you didn't know about it?
I didn't.
I take it you don't go to the CDC website very often.
How long has the Walking Dead show been on? About that long?
Yeah, somewhere's around there. It's got to be.
So what are they kind of like putting a comparison here to? Well, okay, when the show ends, we're going to now bring it back.
You know,
but we're going to bring it into newsworthiness.
I think that it's year 10. I think this is season 10.
Yeah. Weird how these things work out, ain't it?
Well, it's, I don't know. It's one of those things. Every time I go in, I get these stupid updates on my phone.
Right.
The new Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know.
Episode 16. 4 new episodes to watch in the next 4 weeks.
Right. And then after this season, it's over, guys. We're done.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe that's because of that, but this is an official government website.
I know.
Okay, official government website talking about zombies.
Well, there is that zombie drug.
Well, you're kind of a zombie until I got you hooked on coffee and hot
Yeah,
chocolate.
I was a few days ago.
Yeah, it was, you know.
I'm a recovering zombie from Tuesday. But now I've moved through this, and I'm actually moving on. I'm now got energy levels like no tomorrow.
Well, listen to this. Like normal, the government is diving into things it never expects to happen because it says, well, the CDC makes it clear it's not expecting a real-life World War Z, great movie, by the way, or Walking Dead situation to arise. It says its tongue-in-cheek zombie campaign has proved to be a very effective platform.
Right.
What is it an effective platform for?
I have no clue. Effective platforms.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. CDC hasn't even come up with an effective platform for the COVID. So how are they going to come up with a zombie plan?
Well, I don't know. It says it adds, we continue to reach and engage a wide variety of audience on all hazards preparedness via zombie preparedness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but there is a zombie drug, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, you know, over in the Orient, there's real zombies, like not the fake ones you see on TV.
Right.
They use a mixture of like poisonous dart frog, slime, and like literally.
Right.
And they put it into this person and it makes them go into this altered state, almost like a psilocybin state.
Right.
And it brings them down. And literally over there, you can make zombies your property.
Ooh. Literally.
There's been many stories, true stories of people that have been turned into zombies and 20 years later walk back into their families' lives. It's, Bird says zombie cornholio testing. Yeah, anal swabbing. Those poor workers for Biden. I mean, could you imagine you get this wonderful frickin' job and, you know, you're going over there and you're being a nice guy.
Right.
We need to give you a COVID test. Hey, no problem. Bend over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Bend over. We're just...
Bend over, red rope.
It's just going to be a prick.
Yeah.
You know? And smack! Anal swab. Yeah, you know.
I think they're waiting for the Flocka apocalypse.
The Flocka? Well, Flocka.
Flocka is a zombie drug here in America.
Well, it's like a super strong version of meth.
Yes.
That literally eats your skin.
Yeah.
You don't even have to scratch yourself. I mean, literally, it will eat your skin.
Yeah, but there's been videos that I've actually saw where...
Seen?
Okay. So I make up words, by the way.
Old Saw's been around for a while.
Right. It's a good movie. But, yeah, it's like a chop like Chuck Norris above the rest.
Right.
But, yeah, the zombie drug flocka, man. That's what they call it, too. It seems like I've seen a lot of people walking backwards, climbing trees, like cats.
Well, they had that one guy in Florida that was on Flocka, and he literally held somebody down and started eating their neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
it was a homeless person.
Yeah, killed somebody.
Yeah, ate their face off.
Yeah, yeah, and that's pretty freaking zombie-ish.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
I don't think it gets any more zombier than that.
So what kind of tips? Just the tip.
The tip.
What kind of tips does it give for getting ready for disasters, zombie apocalypses, or otherwise?
Cover your neck.
Well, it says get a kit.
Yeah.
Make a plan. Be prepared, which boils down to having an emergency stash at home of food, water, first aid supplies, and at least 3 days. It also suggests backup power sources, medical records on hand, and extra prescription meds. Now, you know what's really weird? Nobody's talked about this, and if I was Ford, I'd be running with this. In Texas, when they had all that power outage stuff, people were thinking there's something weird about the new Ford F-150 and F-250, and they were hooking their houses up to their truck.
Oh, yeah.
And they were running the electricity.
Yeah, we talked about
truck.
that.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Why isn't Ford talking about that?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? If it was Chevy, they'd be out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like they would change something like a rock.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Strong as you can be. Well, Ford should be doing that, but something about electricity. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they're the furthest on race day.
Yeah. Found on road dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, what else? Future-proofed over-the-road Dodge.
Oh, God.
Okay, so it says that the zombie apocalypse sounds like your basic earthquake or tornado emergency plan, right?
Yeah.
But then the CDC adds, although you're a goner if a zombie bites you.
Oh, yeah.
You're a goner if they do.
Oh, yeah.
You got to run.
You got to run.
Or fight.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I can climb trees better than zombies, too.
I probably could.
But here's the thing. You couldn't wait them out.
Yeah.
You could climb the tree and they wouldn't be able to get you in the tree. But, you know, with all the noise that they're making, they're going to attract other zombies. And you're going to be stuck up there in the tree and you're not going to have water because you probably didn't plan it out. Do you have a stash of water?
No, I'm going to be eating a lot of leaves, I can tell you that. I'm going to be like a koala bear.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Transfer the chameleon.
The chameleon.
Gred, the chameleon, turns into koala bear. I would say sloth.
Could be.
Because you're going to hang from the trees and
I think
slowly eat the leaves.
Could get a little rougher once I start eating the twigs because when I run out of the leaves, I'll have to go to the twigs.
You're going to be a bark eater.
So the kids won't be able to use twigs for marshmallows no more.
No, there's plenty of twigs.
Yeah.
There's always
little
a twig.
mini marshmallows. Yeah.
If there's a twig, there's a way.
Right.
Right? Okay. So, yeah, Nostradamus said this. So, like they said, if a zombie bites you, remember, you're gone or you're dead. You might as well jump off a cliff. You know what I mean?
You just might as well put it in writing.
But you can take these supplies and you can treat basic cuts, lacerations that you might get in something else like a tornado or a hurricane.
Right.
You know?
That's it. Yeah.
Do you have a first aid kit?
No, I don't.
I bet you don't even have a Band-Aid.
I don't have a Band-Aid, no.
No, you see, in my house, this is the way that it goes. My wife, when she goes and buys Band-Aids, and every mom and dad that's listening to this knows exactly what I'm talking about, she will go buy Band-Aids. Now, I buy the very dull Band-Aid brand.
Yeah.
Just, the brown and white ones. Because what fun are they? Now, my wife, she wants the girls to just have fun. So she goes and gets ones with like Elmo on it or whatever. Well, guess what? If you don't watch your daughters, pretty soon you're going to walk into the bathroom and see how they made your wall so pretty with all the
Band-Aid.
Elmo Band-Aids all over. Because it's like a sticker.
Right.
Right?
True. That's true.
Are you falling asleep on us?
No, I'm not falling asleep on you. I just
do you hear this, guys? Come on. It's Friday.
I know.
Yeah, it's March 3rd, and it is 9:21 a.m. Do you got to work tonight?
I have got to work tonight off the weekend.
You know what you should do? You should go to Walmart directly after this, and you need to get yourself an emergency preparedness kit. You should put a blanket in there. Maybe a couple solar blankets. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Get some water purification systems.
Right.
Because Nostradamus, he said it.
I know. Maybe I need to get a couple of steaks. That way, in case I don't have my gun, I can just throw a couple of them at their head.
They don't like cooked meat. It'd have to be raw.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It has to probably be moving around.
Oh, okay.
I have some ideas, though. You know, from watching The Walking Dead, I was like, if they just did this, it'd be so much better.
Just run them over.
Well, yeah, but then you have half-dead zombies walking around with their arms. They're cut in half.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, this is a weird one. Okay, American Airlines. Do you remember for the longest time, there's no UFOs. We've never seen them.
Never seen one in my life.
No, never happened. Well, American Airlines reported a UFO while flying over New Mexico.
Right.
Though the pilots claimed a speeding missile-like object flew right near the plane, air traffic control found nothing on their radars.
Wow.
It says commercial flights are typically uneventful, but look for a couple of pilots aboard American Airlines Flight 2292 to Phoenix, Arizona on Sunday. The ride was anything but boring. At around 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, they spotted an unidentified flying object soaring right over them at 37,000 feet.
Wow.
According to The Drive, the flight took off from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, my old stomping ground.
Without a hitch. Headed to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, the plane soon found itself at cruising altitude as passengers did their best to bide the time. Little did they know, however, that the pilots in the cockpit were dealing with the unexplainable. It was somewhere above the northeastern New Mexico that the airman radioed the Air Route Traffic Control Center in Albuquerque for answers. According to Q13 Fox News, the transmission was recorded and intercepted by experienced radio man Steve Douglas, who published it on his blog, Deep Black Horizon. Do you have any targets up here? We just had something go right over the top of us, the pilot said. I hate to say this, but it looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really, really fast when it went over the top of us. But perhaps most remarkable is the fact that none of the passengers aboard saw the UFO or even knew that the pilots had. Okay, I'm going to tell you something about riding on a plane. You're usually not looking up.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
When you're in a plane, you're looking down and you're like, I wonder what town that is. And, at 37,000 feet, you're probably looking down at clouds.
Right.
But you're not looking up. I can tell you that. So, you know what I think it was?
What do you think it was?
Well,
military jet?
No, I think Chuck Norris was playing some yard ball.
He could have been.
Yeah. And he told the kid to go long, and he threw the ball and went right over.
Only Chuck Norris could do that.
That's what it sounds like when he's getting ready to throw a pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks like Joe Montana.
Yeah. He wanted to play for the Packers. He did. He said that he wanted to be part of excellence, and
I heard he wanted to be a Packer too. He wanted to cut the cheese.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think that it's crazy. Israel, Britain, Germany, France, America. There's all these different countries that have now admitted, okay, yeah, there's UFOs. And half of those countries have now admitted that, okay, there's aliens.
There's just been too many sightings over the years and too many people such as myself that have seen them in the past.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
It is.
We've had this influx.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, there's an influx in UFOs. There's an influx in demons. I mean, go talk to a demonologist once, and it is scary stuff.
Like I said, Bobby Mackey's woke me up.
Bobby Mackey's.
I'll never I'll never piss in a urinal there again.
Yeah, they did like a documentary on Bobby Mackey.
Oh, yeah, they've done plenty.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff that went on there. But, it seems like wherever there's concentrations of evil, there's demons.
Yeah,
exactly. I wonder sometimes how many of these politicians are actually
haunting Congress.
Well, no, I mean, are they real life walking, talking demons? Did you hear Eric Swalwell is suing Trump because he feared for his life on January 6th. He's literally suing Trump.
Jeez.
My thing is with Eric Swalwell, I think we should start a class action lawsuit, the whole United States, and sue Eric Swalwell for sleeping with Ying Ming Ping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was a spy, and now every night I'm terror-filled. I go to bed thinking that there's going to be Chinese Communist Party members walking to my door, putting leashes around my neck and shock collars and stuff, and walking me to my death.
Yeah.
Do you think we should sue Swalwell? What do you guys think? Do you think?
I think we are on to something here because not only that, he's just as guilty as she is because he may have sold secrets to her, too.
Well, they used to train young gals in many different countries to do exactly what she was doing.
Yep.
This isn't something new.
No.
They didn't come up with this. I mean, this has been around since...
forever.
Yeah, pretty much since men and women
since the real James
consummated.
Bond.
Yeah, it's happened.
There was a real James Bond, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course there was.
And there was females that came out of Britain that were spies, Russia, China, Ireland, sleeper cells.
Sleeper cells.
Oh,
that is
you're talking about me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not asleep.
Okay. Now, Josh, he listens to the show.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was worth noting. Today there was a story that came out that said there was an escaped kangaroo on the loose in Alabama for 2 days.
Wow.
I'm just betting here.
But Josh is hopping mad.
Oh, I bet he is. I bet you this. I bet you that one of them could survive in Alabama year round. Do you think so?
If he can get through the college football season, he'll be all right down there.
A kangaroo named Jack, after escaping from his handlers in a small Alabama town, was recaptured 2 days later at a farm near Winfield. So hey, but it's kind of weird. Like some of these, what do they call them? Swamp donkeys? Oh no, those are at the bar. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
These skunk ape, from Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm telling you, I've watched documentaries on this. I've seen this. They're taking pictures and they're like, the swamp thing, the hairy ape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And I'm looking at it and I was like, that's an orangutan.
Right.
It's simply an orangutan.
So you can imagine this kangaroo hopping around the state of Alabama and people are going, hey, I just saw a Bigfoot. And somebody be like, no, that was a kangaroo.
Well, do you know how kangaroos actually fight?
How's that?
They take their feet, their bottom feet, and they try to excoriate or rip off certain limbs. So
I can believe that because I saw a video where a guy got dropped, like kicked between the legs.
It reminds me of that Major Payne movie.
Ooh.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was funny though.
You stand there and be quiet, or I'm gonna.
Good movie.
I'm gonna. What does he say? Rip that thing off and kick it around on the ground. What are you laughing at? Did you find a piece of candy in your pocket?
Damon Wayne.
Right. That was a great one.
It was.
Yeah, that would be kind of scary. But an orangutan, they can do some damage.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, that's what I said for years.
Yeah.
Well, they literally found an orangutan. They don't know where it came from. They think that it was in the illegal pet trade.
Ooh.
But this thing was huge. I mean, it was huge. So what was happening is it was living out in the swamps, but it would come up and it would eat out of people's gardens. It would steal stuff. I mean, they're fairly intelligent, if you know what I mean.
Right.
That orangutan in Florida was probably more intelligent than most of the politicians that we have in Washington, D.C.
Oh, no doubt about it.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they just throw poop out in the open, and the politicians try to hide it, but they all got stinky fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So,
Bunch of swamp things there.
Right. So I got to ask you, this bothers me. I watched a video. There's some really cool videos on YouTube right now, but they're like doing these social challenges.
Yeah.
Okay. So these people take this young girl. She looks to be 10, 11 years old. Mm-hmm. They park a car on the side of the road, and then they have this guy come up and pretend to kidnap her.
Ooh.
Now, we're in America, right?
Right.
You know, where's Chuck Norris when you need him?
We needed him there.
Okay, except Chuck Norris wasn't there.
Right.
Now, I was very ashamed at the men. It was pretty awesome. This one guy, this big, tall, looked like a basketball player guy.
Right.
He sees this guy grab the girl and go and put her in the trunk. He was the only guy that did this, but he literally walked up and he knocked the guy out that was putting the girl in the trunk. I mean, he just laid the smack down. Bam!
Bam.
You know?
That's the way it should have been done.
It's right. This guy was awesome. And without hesitation, he saw this girl screaming and kicking, trying to get away. The guy sets her in the trunk, goes to shut the lid, and wham! He takes one across the face. But I would say 70% of the men that walked by there
didn't do squat.
They didn't do squat. They turned. This one guy was walking with his girlfriend or significant other, whatever she was.
Right.
They watch this little girl get taken from the street, and he grabs the shoulder of his girlfriend and spins her around. And they start walking the other way.
Yeah, I can believe that.
See, that
it's sad, but because back when we was younger, people weren't as weak today as they are now.
Well, is it weakness?
It just shows weakness of them.
Is it just they don't care?
That's pretty much what it comes down to. They're heartless.
Hey, if
people
you
are heartless.
see a child getting snatched,
I'm doing something.
go whoop some ass.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Oh, it is. That's automatic. That's going to be a red flag off of my head. I'm going to go whoop some ass.
Yeah, don't hesitate.
Yeah.
Go do what your gut's telling you to.
Yeah.
Don't be a wimp.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Don't turn around. Oh, give me my cell phone so I can call 911. You know what?
You
Call
got to
911.
remember, right? You got to remember that we're dealing with a child here. Are we going to let this child, be abused or stolen away or thrown in a trunk? No, I'm not going to sit back and watch that.
Well, I'm telling you, if you try to use the excuse, well, I didn't know what was happening.
I know.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
So you sit there and you say,
makes you look like a coward, and you are a coward.
You see a little kid getting put in the trunk of a car.
Right.
And you didn't know what was happening? Obviously, something good isn't happening.
Yeah, it's like I said, the red flag goes off. Something's not right with you.
It's unsavory.
I can't do that.
Well, I'm telling you,
there's
an
people,
ass whooping would
man.
be laid down.
Yeah.
Come on, American men and women. Don't let this happen. Now, the reason I brought that up was because on the Mirror today, woman praised for taking action after spotting girl being harassed by a creepy stranger.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Well, this is one of the stories that I got last night.
Right.
Okay, so this one really got to me. Out of all the places that you could pull a film or video up,
right,
I had to pull one up of Springfield, Missouri. Okay, so this place, and it shows this TikTok user jumping in and helping a woman that is just getting harassed. This guy was a creeper. This guy was being an a-hole, and she jumps in and fixes the problem. Okay. Now, of course, Springfield, Missouri, the representation that I don't want. This young girl has a collar around her neck.
Right.
And the guy has a leash attached to the collar walking through the mall.
Oh, wow.
And this other guy says, hey, what is that? And he goes, a leash. And he says, ma'am, are you okay?
Right.
And she goes, I'm fine. You know what? Is it a statement? I mean, what would you do, literally, what would you do if you saw that? A young girl, and she wasn't young, she was probably 16, and obviously they were in some sort of weird relationship.
Right.
She was 16, this guy was probably 20. She had a dog collar around her neck, and he had it hooked up to the leash and was leading her around. What would you do?
Well, for one, he's 20 and she's 16.
Well, it's just what they look like, but you know what I'm saying. What would you do?
What would I do? I would definitely ask, like, are you okay, ma'am?
And he did that.
Right.
And she said, I'm fine, and turned around and started walking away.
I said, I'd be like, are you sure you're okay? I'd make it pretty clear that way. If something's not right and it don't feel right in your gut, man,
there you go. That's it. That's it right there.
Something. Your gut instinct's going to tell you.
I think that we have this primal thing inside of us. I really do. Go deal with it.
Yeah.
If
it's like a radar going off.
Right. Well, they say that even like serial killers and stuff have taken these women out in public, and they're so afraid to say something. They will actually say, yeah, I'm fine. You know what? I probably, if I would have been there at Springfield, I would have been like, dude, you really need your ass whipped.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is retarded. It's stupid. And now my kids had to look at your girlfriend being drug around by a dog collar.
Yeah.
Give me that thing. Give me that thing. Because you know what you got coming?
An ass whooping from Chuck Norris.
Yeah, a bunch of them. I'm gonna throw them down and smack them. And that's my wisdom for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm going to Norrisify you.
Yeah.
I make up words, but
yeah, like, hey, don't make me call Chuck Norris.
That's right.
You know what he'd do to you?
Yeah. Chop suey.
He'd slam you like a toilet seat for crying out loud. You know what I mean? And more of that needs to happen.
Yep.
But, thank you to this woman on TikTok for sticking up for people.
Yep.
There used to be a time when that was popular.
Yeah.
Sticking up
now
for people.
Now it's like, oh, did you see that? It should have never happened that way. They should have left that couple alone.
Yeah.
This is where it's gone. Like, come on, really?
Sickening.
Yeah.
So what do you got planned for the weekend?
What I got planned? Not a whole lot. Just relaxation. I got to get laundry done. Just a typical weekend. But it is going to be nice and warm, and I'm probably going to start walking again this weekend. Get back in shape.
We got to get back in shape.
Yes.
Are you one of those people that, I want to look nice going to the beach?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start working out. I'm going to eat right over the fall and winter.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start going back to lifting weights again, too.
Yeah. Walking does such good for people.
Does.
But not a lot of people walk.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like walking like 40 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And think about it, guys. What's 40 minutes? That's an hour-long show after commercials are taken out.
And that's it.
40 minutes. Just think about that. You could be doing that instead of watching a show that's just a rerun.
Speaking of that, some of this stuff is just you fall in and you're lucky.
Yeah.
Some of it you can take care of, like your body and stuff. But even with that, there's stuff. But what is the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you?
Luckiest thing that's ever happened to me.
Ever.
Ever?
Come on. Think of something.
Getting this job down here, literally. I can say that because
they like you. Because here's the thing, folks. This is kind of funny. Instead of calling him Deplorable Dan, they call him Dependable Dan. Well, you don't miss work. You're kind of old school that way.
I am. That's what they say at my job. They're like, Dan will never miss work. I've heard that one before. The only way Dan misses work is if he's going to his own funeral. I've heard that one.
And then you probably still show up for half.
And I would still show up. Yeah. My spirit would be there. Well, but, no, that's the way I've always been brought up, My dad was a worker. I'm used to it.
Work, be happy.
I
think that the big thing is we really don't know what makes us happy anymore.
But Hans, I think not only work is good that way, but it's a foundation for our kids, to look back and say, hey, my dad was a worker, man. My dad, I don't want my son to say, oh, my dad was a lazy ass. He didn't want to work. He wanted to stay home, eat bonbons, and watch football.
Right.
Come on, man. That's not me.
Yeah, my grandfather was that way, hard worker.
Yeah.
But the thing, everybody knew him.
Right.
Everybody liked him.
Yep.
I watched more. Here's the thing, and maybe this was a back in the day thing, but you didn't go to my grandpa and grandma's and leave with an empty stomach.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the way it was at mine too.
That was the reason.
Yeah.
It was the conversation starter. It was the bringing us together. It was,
it's called family time.
Well, it was a sign of respect.
Yes.
If you eat at my table, there is now a bond between us. There is an expectation.
I don't think anything could ever break that bond. I mean, I remember that. It's just like you said. You sit around, you reminisce about old days, like the old stories, and about our childhood. And they remember stuff too. It's funny, even as old as they got, they remember your childhood. It's like, they say, old people forget. No, old people don't forget.
Right. And I remember plenty of conversations about religion and about politics.
Yeah.
And, oh, my gosh, they weren't calling each other names. And,
Except Grandma would be like, I think we've talked enough about politics. What? She would, too.
And board games.
Yeah.
We don't really have a lot of that today. You know what I'm saying?
It's called family time, man.
Well,
we've got to get back to the family unit. That's where it's at, folks.
Well, have you ever heard of the game Aggravation?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, in my grandfather's later years, we played it forever. But in his later years, he loved people to come over and play Aggravation. And the game of Aggravation was the game.
Right.
But there was so much conversation and interaction, human connectivity during that time. Man, I'll tell you, that's what we need to get back to. We need to have.
Instead of the connectivity to these things right here, these phones.
Right. I thought you were going somewhere else. I thought you were going to say,
well,
I'm going out and I'm looking for some connectivity soon.
Well, I like the connectivity with a woman. That would be nice to have a relationship again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Wrong answer.
No. It's okay. But, your sex life. When you're young, you really, 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 you want it, right? I mean, you're doing everything you can to get it.
Most certainly.
And then as you get older, I mean, it's still important.
It's important, but you value a person more when you get older.
You do. Yeah, that's that companionship.
Yeah, and you miss it too when you don't have it.
Well, it is Friday.
But it is Friday.
Well, you've got a girl that thinks that you're the handsome man.
Oh yeah.
You kind of look like the Burger King.
Yeah, I've had that one.
If you had like the red cape with the little black and white thing and the thing, you could pass. They'd probably pay you.
And I if I cleaned up a little bit and I had a goatee, I've been told I look like Dale Jr., the race car driver.
Yeah, I think they got that one wrong.
I don't know.
It's the Burger King.
I've been told that. That's if I clean up real good.
Well, you're a lucky man, but this woman, they say is lucky. You tell me. A lucky woman finds a lump of whale vomit while walking along the beach. Have you ever heard of anybody being described as being lucky because they found whale vomit?
No.
All right. Well, Siraporn Niraman stumbled upon an unusual mass at Nakhon Si Thammarat province in Thailand.
Ooh.
And decided she would drag it back to her home a half kilometer away before realizing it was valuable ambergris.
Right.
You know what ambergris is?
You're going to have to explain this one.
Whale vomit.
Ugh.
Ambergris.
No need to explain no more.
Okay. Well, all right. So I didn't know this, but did you know that whale vomit is worth money?
No. Maybe we need to go along the beaches now.
Well, it was a weird substance that had a fishy smell. Thinking it could be something that she could sell, the 49-year-old woman dragged it back to her house, which was around 500 meters away from the beach. The oval-shaped lump weighed 7 kilograms and was about 12 inches wide and 24 inches long.
Right.
It's whale vomit. How much do you think it was worth?
I'm going to be shocked. Probably $1,000.
185,000 euros.
No way.
Yes way. 185,000 euros.
Man.
Yeah, just think about that.
That's crazy.
Based on previous sale prices, that is. Okay, we don't know what the market is on whale vomit right now.
Yeah. What is it here in America?
I don't know. The market's volatile. Hopefully it wasn't projectile.
Well, as long as it didn't project Schumer or Pelosi or something.
She's excited that she's got genuine ambergris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she said, bring me the money. Bring me the money. I think she ripped that off from an American movie. Show me the money. Show me the money.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, luck comes in all forms, right?
Yeah.
If this woman can better her life from finding whale vomit, I'm happy for her.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's a Good Friday story.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I wonder if there's other fish vomit that we could search for on the shores in America. Ambergris.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you need to do because nobody knows about this. Nobody knows there's a market.
There could be a Vine Street specialty in every major city.
Something fishy smelling.
Something fishy smelling.
And she thought she may be able to sell it.
Maybe I can be able to sell some vomit from them.
Well, well, you know what? I hope you're not the unlucky person,
right,
to get what this woman's talking about. Have you ever heard of Primark?
I have.
Okay, Primark is a kind of a British institution. It's like Walmart.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay. So Nicole Scott, 28 years old from Bedford, England, revealed what it was really like working at Primark from stockroom struggles. And this is what it gets to me. In England, you can return used underwear. And she literally had a conversation, or should I say a dispute, with the customer, arguing over the price of used underwear. Johnny says whale vomit is rare to find and is used for some things.
Wow.
Probably at that one place.
I wonder if the underwear is now double layered.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're talking about Eskimo underwear here or...
Might be Ref's underwear or something.
I need to know this. Do American stores take U.S. used underwear back? Do they?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so, but hey,
there ain't nothing that shocks me anymore, though. So it wouldn't. I guess it would be over the top for me to say.
Do you remember Rodney Carrington?
Yeah.
When he says, "I went to take some stuff back to Walmart," and the Walmart employee looked at me and said, "These diapers already got shit in them." When I'm talking about used underwear, do the streaks come for free?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? There's two types of men in this world, Dan. Do you want to know what they are?
They're streakers.
There's the ones that admit to the streaks.
And there's ones that don't.
And there's the liars.
And there's streakers that walk around naked. Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, literally, you would trust a company to say, okay, used underwear, here's your money back, throw them in the garbage.
Got a perfect name for the underwear company. X marks the spot.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. Right. You could make a whole clothing line out of that.
Good.
Yeah, I like it.
I could. I'll just have to.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Breaking the underwear.
Well, it's about that time. Listen. Okay. Ready? This is kind of a coast song.
Right.
A Seattle woman finds 1 kilogram of cocaine in a crochet kit that she buys at a thrift shop, according to Seattle police.
Oh, wow.
Like, they don't got enough to worry about. It's Seattle police. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now at the local thrift shop, you find a kilo, of coke in a crochet kit. What kind of, if this was an elderly lady, I'm surprised she didn't think, oh my gosh, powdered sugar.
We could make some good cookies with those.
I'm just, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Right.
How?
How we at? Oh.
Well,
it is Seattle.
Another good news segment today. I love to see kids like just knock it out of the park. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a 15-year-old angler, 15-year-old fisherman in Texas caught a 15.32 pound largemouth bass.
Big.
A 15-year-old. I've never caught a 15-pound bass before in my life, ever.
No.
I've caught other fish that were that big.
Right. Bass are more of a fight.
Well, I'm telling you, that's an accomplishment.
And it is for that kid. Yeah, definitely.
He's from Buda, Texas. And
Buda, Texas.
Lake Travis, outside in the Austin
I wonder if
area.
that's where they got the Buda underwear company.
I don't know, but I think that's pretty awesome to hook onto a 15-plus pound bass. Well, what do you got today?
What do I got?
What do you got?
One story.
Oh, my gosh. You are contributing, man. You're the contributor.
I know.
You're a giver.
I know. $4,200 fridge gets fridged up. Okay, guys. A doorbell camera captured the moment a new fridge became a return, and it occurred before the appliance even reached the customer's door, folks. Wait till you hear this. This was an LG refrigerator, and it was around $4,200. Chad Jones of Tallamadge, Ohio, told the local ABC station, "Luckily, we kept our old refrige." Jones told local Fox station WJW the workers tried to deliver it anyway, claiming it was damaged by the manufacturer, not realizing the entire incident was caught on video, including some spontaneous dance moves.
Yeah, I watched that video.
Yeah.
There's no getting away with that one. They smashed that. I don't know what the guy was thinking.
I know. It says,
he was not using standard operating procedures when it came to the hand ollie.
It's true. But it says also that although it was their fault because he didn't strap it down or wait for his coworker,
Strap it down.
He was already having a bad day, Jones said.
Strap it up.
Says the workers eventually took back the damaged fridge, and Jones is awaiting a replacement. And I have audio from the WJW. We'll listen in on this. Let me turn this up.
What, the crashing sound? Can you hear it? I can't hear it. It sounds like tinkle bells.
It might. It's the phone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It happened, folks. It happened. Now, here's the thing. Have you ever replaced your refrigerator before it died?
Yeah.
You have. Like, you bought a more expensive refrigerator while the refrigerator you have is still good?
Well, we had one ordered through apartment we lived in. They brought us a brand new fridge. It was a nice one, too. It wasn't no cheapie. And they dropped it. And then we had to wait on that. Then they'll bring a replacement. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the landlord was upset, by the way.
I gotta say this, I would be pissed getting lied to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the moral of the story there. Those guys tried to say, it was a manufacturer's defect.
And it wasn't.
No. Video. Everything gets captured these days. Everything. So how good do you think America is right now when it comes to crime?
Not good.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst.
1.
Well, I'm going to tell you, sometimes charity can really tell us what's going on.
Right.
And in Chicago, all right, check this out. In Chicago, a man literally runs a charity to help carjacking victims get back on the road. Is it that bad? Literally,
oh, my gosh.
We have that many carjackings that we now have a charity to help people start getting cars.
Oh, let me guess. He set up a GoFundMe for that.
No. This guy just takes regular donations from people around. Edward Padilla is his name. And it could be a scary experience.
You can't make this up. I'm telling you.
No, it's like
crazy.
He wanted to help because I felt a gun behind my back and a guy telling me to get out of the car. So I thought I could really make a difference in my community by giving out more cars.
Oh, geez.
So that's what man. Jermaine Jordan, one of the guys that's
This story is something.
What are you taking advantage of this? Okay, and I'm not trying to be,
facetious.
Yes, about this specifically. But this guy helps a lot of people, and some people he helps more than one time. Now, there could be some shenanery going on here, right?
Exactly.
Jermaine Jordan says he's been carjacked now 3 times.
Wow.
Oh, boy. And Jermaine Jordan, he's gotten 3 cars because he just couldn't do it on his own. You know what I mean?
Right.
Although he owns a car dealership and a car wash.
Did they hijack him there?
It is what it is, I guess.
Oh, my gosh.
But the same guy, you know what? He also operates a restaurant that feeds the hungry. So maybe this guy is actually trying to
He's
do
probably
some real
trying
good.
to be the nice guy, but way too nice and overboard with the helping carjackers. Come on, guys.
Yeah, no, not helping carjackers, helping victims of carjackers.
It don't seem that way, though.
It doesn't. But it draws a certain conclusion in my head about Chicago. When you have so much crime and you have so much of a specific crime in carjacking,
right?
That there's literally a charity to help people that get carjacked.
Why would you do that? That's the first. I don't think it's helping anything.
You know what I think they should do? I think they should do a car drive.
Right.
And do a car drive to go get the criminals that keep carjacking.
Yeah.
And then give them long sentences to think about.
Just have them show up at the local car wash in Chicago and say, hey, we've got a free car wash plus free carjacking. You take the car and then we'll take you to jail.
Yeah, that could work. It's Friday, so you guys are going to go out and you're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
You're going to eat some good food. As a matter of fact, it's 9:57 a.m. March 5th.
I can't wait to eat some good. I'd like to eat some good barbecue.
Well, Healthline, because it's National Something Day today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, something. Well, it had something to do with health. Okay.
Right.
Proper foods type thing. Okay, so we got the 10 most fattening food. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Soda, number 1.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Sugar-sweetened drinks do not provide any essential nutrients and add many empty calories to your diet. Well, I think we know that.
Yeah.
Some people, Mountain Dew kings,
King Dew.
King Dew.
I don't know who we talk about.
How about this? Sugar-sweetened coffee. Coffee can be a very healthy beverage. However, coffee sweetened with added sugar or syrup can contain as much sugar as a can of Coke.
Ooh.
So the way you drink coffee is like you're drinking Coke.
Not good.
Are you standing up for their cultural beliefs now because you put sugar in coffee?
I know.
Number 3, ice cream. Most commercially made ice cream is full of sugar and fat. Since it's often eaten as a dessert, ice cream can add a lot of extra calories to your meal. And it blows my mind that doctors are writing this.
Yeah.
Right? Healthline.com. Takeaway pizza. What does that mean, takeaway pizza?
You can't
Commercially prepared pizzas. Okay. All right.
I was going to say, you ain't taking pizza away from me.
They're actually not considered a food. It's actually considered a junk food. Did you know that?
That's crazy. Get out of here. It's got everything on it.
Pizzas
Bread,
are usually
cheese.
very tasty, but high in fat, refined carbs, and loads of calories.
It just don't have enough soylent product on it. That's the problem.
Number 5, cookies and donuts. To hell with them.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up donuts.
No.
Even though in moderation. Everything's okay in moderation. And if you eat some donuts, if you eat some soda, if you eat some ice cream. I'm not an ice cream fan.
I am.
Go out and walk. Just go out and walk.
Yeah.
Okay. French fries and potato chips is number 6. Again, HE double hockey sticks.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 7 is peanut butter, which I think they're wrong about this. Because
they've got to be.
Here's the thing. There's fat.
Yeah.
And some fat's bad, but some fat's good.
Yeah.
Moderate amounts of peanut butter can be healthy.
You're not taking away my peanut butter and Ritz cracker.
Well, it says you could only eat peanut butter made with wholesome ingredients like roasted and ground peanuts and a dash of salt.
And a dash of Soylent Green.
Milk chocolate. Number 8. Am I like crushing your day? Are you like crying right now? Like
I'm just thinking. No, they just want to put us on Soylent product. Anyway,
fruit juice is number 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, not that you know anything about fruit juice.
No.
I mean, you're a Mountain Dew guy.
Yeah.
Right? You live, breathe, spit, burp, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew, pizza, bad food, whatever it can be. I got into his car the other day, and there was like 6 cans of Mountain Dew and 2 bags of McDonald's. What does that tell you about his diet?
And the chickens are good, though. That's about it.
Well, listen, it says number 10, other commercially processed foods.
Yeah.
You know what that means? They're talking about bacon here. They're talking about sausage.
Oh, man, these guys suck.
Yeah, they do. I don't like healthline.com anymore. It says the bottom line. People gain weight because they eat more calories than they burn. It should be noted that no single food on this list will make you fat if enjoyed occasionally as a part of a balanced diet.
Oh.
However, regular and excessive consumption of these foods will likely make you gain weight over time.
Well, those poor, soylent products that they want us to eat.
Hey, it is what it is.
I'm not doing it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, folks, we love you guys.
We love you. Have a good weekend.
It's Friday. Have an awesome weekend. Go out and indulge some stuff. Eat some ice cream.
Yeah, eat some ice cream.
Some bacon.
Avoid soylent products and have a fun weekend.
Absolutely. Go out with your loved one. And if you don't have a loved one, go out and find a loved one.
Yeah.
Go kick some ass. Have some fun. Be like Chuck Norris.
That's right.
We'll see you on Monday, folks.
Chop, chop.
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa Welcome Bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.